Why does it matter where I go? I got a scholarship, Dad. This is what I actually want to do with my life.
You're not going to that Julie, or whatever the name.
Juilliard is one of the best
Life does not stop until they put you on the ground, my friend. You have to keep working and pushing everything that you have to get to where you want in life.
Whatever, man. I'm going.
And when I say everything you have, I mean every ounce of strength that you have inside. It doesn't necessarily mean physical, but the mental and the spiritual. Those are the things that's going to make you better. Those are the things that's going to make you stronger. You need these things. It's essential. It's essential to your existence.
So you know, one of your biggest problems is that you keep thinking that there is another you. And for me, I started to accomplish more than I ever have in my life when I realized that there's nobody like me, and there's nobody that can do what I can do. You have to come to the resolve today, now, that you don't need anyone's permission to make your dream a reality.
And it may not always go the way you want, but at the end of the day, you have to understand that there's a reason for you. And there's a reason why things happen. Once those things have been figured out, now you're going to move on to purpose. Purpose has already been written. It has a bottom line to it. There is no, was this supposed to happen? There was no coincidence attached to it. It was meant to be. It is gonna happen no matter what you think, no matter what I think, no matter how any of us feel in this world. Purpose has already been written.
See, we're not supposed to tuck our dreams in on the pillow when we get up in the morning. We're not supposed to leave them at home and go and fulfill somebody else's dream. We're not supposed to do that. That's not what we're wired to do. That's not who we are. Your human spirit doesn't care about the economy. The human spirit doesn't care that my son's father went to prison. The human spirit doesn't care what's happened to your family. The human spirit doesn't care about the past. You may have been molested, or your family may have been broke, or you may have been betrayed, or you may have a divorce. Your human spirit doesn't care about any of that. Your human spirit simply says, what's our command for tomorrow?
Every room you walk into, you show up and you show out, and you leave it all on the table. Remember your passions. When you don't see a light at the end of your tunnel, you gotta remember the light that is burning inside of you, that nobody is able to put out. There is not a person on this planet that can stop you.
I know there are a lot of people out there that always seem that they want to go back, or saying that they have to get back to something. The goal is to move forward. Don't ever get yourself in a position where you feel you have to always go back, or saying that you have to get back to doing what you used to do, or getting back to what you had before, or whatever. The goal is to move forward. The best thing you can do is try your very best not to fall off track.
There are three types of people in this world. There are people who watch things happen. There are people who wonder what happened. And there are people who make things happen. You got to determine which person you are. You can make a wish, or you can make it happen. You must first believe that you can, that you will, that you must, when you are no longer willing to tolerate being in the room of failure. Then that's when you're going to break free.
See, either you don't want to be as great as you really are, and you're trying to dim your light so that others won't feel insecure about themselves in your presence. And so you keep playing at 79 watts when you know you're supposed to shine at 159 watts. And you keep checking the temperature of the room to see what the room can handle, versus just giving the room you and letting them, if your light's too bright, then let them put on some shades. Can you give yourself permission to live in the duality of your imperfections and your smallness and what you're learning and what you still have to learn, and your greatness and your brilliance and your light? Can you allow them to coexist and then serve them up to the world? To love you, to see you, to inhale you, to judge you, to leave you, to love you. Some of us are just as afraid of being loved as we are to be left.
get up, work hard, put some effort into what you want out of life, because all you have is you. All you have is what you have inside. Don't wait for somebody to tell you what to do. You know what you need to do. Get out there and get it done. Because that's ultimately what it's going to take. You have to have the courage, the will, and everything you have inside to get to the level and beyond the level you want to be.
There's enough fire inside of you. After everything you have been through, you've got to be able to see your value. Others have failed. Others have gone. Others have missed their moment. You must accept this truth, that you were born for such a time as this, and that at this very moment, all you have is all you need.
Between reason and purpose, there is you. You have to be willing to understand that you have to work day in and day out and be the best human being, the best person you can be. And through it all, the good and the bad, you have to stand strong. You have to understand that there is a significant balance to all of us as long as we are in this world. But you got to do the very best you can to get through it and to be strong, and to be productive, and be as successful as you can possibly be.
Your greatest fear is not that you will fall. Your greatest fear is that you will live a full life and never fly. That you never leaped. You're not afraid of dying. You're afraid of dying before the world sees who you really are. Before they really get your fingerprint. Before they really feel your breath. Before they really feel you. That's what you don't want to happen. You don't want to leave this place without us knowing you were here.
How did you dream before you got hurt? I want you to start thinking about all the memories that you wanted to build. The stories that you wanted to tell. But for many of you, defeat has traumatized you, and it has left an image in your head, and this is why you won't go after it. I want you to erase the face of defeat and embrace the process.
None of us are going to be here for long. Sooner or later, you got to leave this planet. But make the best of the life that you have on this day and the day after. So if tomorrow comes for you, if tomorrow comes for me, let's get out there and make the best of it. Because tomorrow is another day. And if you're a part of that day, it means you got work to do.
There is no one like you in all of the earth. There is no one that can do what you can do. You are the only option. You are the only play. Nobody else is going to be able to do this.